Wednesday. We got till Wednesday. We'll see. We'll see. So, where put the other one? Ooh, that's so hot. Yeah, wait, did you finish your breakfast yet? If you would like to go do our fun stuff today, good morning. Rhoda Raw, Day, Junker, good morning. You want to say good morning too? Yeah. Okay, quick, say good morning. Look at your wild hair. Good morning. Say good morning. Good morning. Okay, go. Nope, now you gotta go watch your show. Let me get this done so we can go do our fun stuff. That's my little helper on the weekends when I come on. She has to show up and help me along the way. So I'm just showing up. We're going to be, good morning, Leela, Kitty, and Bree, and Loki. I'm just on here hoping to give everybody a starting point or some ideas on self-care. And, you know, it all starts sometimes with the smallest little things. Oh, honey, flip your age and add some tax, and that's me. So, as sweet as you are, I really appreciate you buttering me up. But definitely, I'm married to myself. Don't worry. I keep it simple. I'm not trying to. I'm worried about loving myself right now. Hi, secretly. So, along this journey, I've been going through a lot of stuff, and as many have noticed, I lost my job through no fault of my own. Then I think I'm on day 4 of a 7-day eviction notice, because I'm fighting literally big organizations that are meant to help, and decided they're going to hurt big bullies, right? And you can only fight so much. And I really actually thought for the longest time that I had to fight them. I did the court thing, and I saw the court thing decided that apparently not receiving any income in an entire month was not an excuse for not paying your bill. I'm like, well, it's not an excuse, it's just the reason, and it is what it is. Thank you, Spirit. So, none of that matters, though. I'm always going to find a way. I'm finding another place. Whatever happens, happens. I'm not going to allow it to mess my day up. Good morning, Charlie. I'm not going to allow it to mess my whole life up. Whatever happens is, it's time to step out of the rat race. And when you're stuck, thank you, Spirit, when you're stuck in these positions where if you make this decision, you're screwed, and if you make this decision, you're screwed, then you don't really ever get to win. And it took a very long time to realize that, yeah, those are, just because they're only telling you there's only two options doesn't mean there's only two options. Okay, go to the bathroom, baby. Okay, but you gotta hurry up. When you call me, yep. Sorry, my daughter's. Oh, he's such a character. Go, go, go! Don't be playing on the stairs. So anyways, I had the choice. I could make one of their two decisions, or I could take another decision and step out of the game, and continue to live my life in peace, which is what I've decided to do. I did everything in my power to work peacefully and come to a compromise, a conclusion that would have been something workable on both parties. They did not want to do that. Yeah, she'll come down in a sec. She just was nice enough to tell me she's going poop, so we have to wait. But she will come and see for sure. And she'll say hi, but I'll have to show her a picture after so she can remember who you are. But part of our, the reason I spoke on that is because no matter what happens, when you try to do things for yourself, people will try to shut you up. They'll try to damage your reputation. They'll try to do all kinds of things. Like yesterday, their last resort in trying to shut me up was calling the Ministry of Children and Family Services, thinking they were going to punish me and shut me up because they're bullying me. Except what happened is they called them, and then they called me, and I said, well, I have all the receipts, and I have all the proof, because I wouldn't say some shit like... if I didn't have the facts to back it up. Thank you, Spirit. Good morning, AJ and Milo. So what happened was, now they're actually trying to help me and fight these people a little bit, because and that's really unusual, because usually they're coming in trying to, bully you or do something to put you at risk of losing your kids. They're not usually very helpful, but what happens is when you have receipts, thank you, Spirit. I'm not saying they can't be helpful, but I know if you get they're not good, they can be not good place, okay? And when they try to get involved, you have the opportunity to let them or not, and I told them no, but I also let them know, I'll tell you what's going on, and I'll show you the receipts to back up everything I say, and they knew exactly that I had it. Talking about right now, the big bully organization that's trying to evict me, but I'm talking about finding a place to love ourselves even in the midst of chaos. What's going on here? So anyways, I have probably 3 or 4 days left here while I figure everything else out, and I have the opportunity now to cry and worry and stress. Are you done? Okay, hold on. We gotta run upstairs and help my daughter for a minute. But yeah, so we have the opportunity to seriously cry and get all upset or whatever. Or we can understand that making the decision not to play the game is the one thing that we get to celebrate ourselves with and love ourselves. Hold on, Grace. Turn around. Okay, hold on. Turn around. Come on. Grace. Stand up, please. We have to work together, and you're not working very nicely right now. We still gotta get ready if you want to go and play, right? So you gotta do all the things you need to do. Kendall wants to see you when you're all cleaned up. Kendall wants to say hi. Yeah, you won't be able to see her, but you can say hi to her. Hurry up and get ready. Sorry, I had to help my daughter. Being a single mom is not always glamorous, to say the least. I don't know what the hashtag bankrupt is, but I didn't do anything. I lost my job for standing up for my basic human rights. And then filed for EI, did all of the right things. And they took forever to come. So I still haven't come yet. I won't receive any income until hopefully the 11th. And the last day that I'm allowed to be here, I believe, is the 13th. I think, when they can come with the bailiff and literally carry me out of here. So, and I went through the court, the RTB and all this stuff. Their decision was the fact that I had zero income, which was through no fault of my own. I reached out to many community resources. And while I was working, I made too much money, apparently, which I used to help other people also, which, whatever, it is what it is. But, yeah, anyways, they decided that it was not a valid excuse. It's like it wasn't making an excuse. I was trying to make arrangements like adults to find a peaceable solution. And they decided the peaceable solution was over $850 because they have a half a month security deposit. They'd rather throw me and my daughter out on the streets in the middle of December. Thank you, Spirit. So, again, like, at the end of the day, nobody wants to live in a place like that. So, them showing what their character is, the character of this organization, showed me exactly where I don't want to be. So, regardless, I'm leaving. I don't want to make arrangements. I don't want to do anything. They can do whatever they need to do if they feel they need to get the money. They're already making me lose all my stuff I rebuilt. Either way, I don't care. It's not worth crying over. It is what it is. I could let them freak out. I could let them do all the things, make me crazy, or I could be happy and peaceful and find ways to get my head out of the rat race and understand how serious it is to take that moment to show up for yourself. Thank you, Spirit. Because we can get weighed down in anxiety and fear and all the things that they try to do to us, keep us in lack mindset or survival mode, and then we don't get the opportunity to actually think that there's another way, right? Like, they had me thinking there was only two decisions, there's only two answers, and neither one I got to win at. So once I got myself out of survival mode and understood what was happening, then I saw another way, right? I saw another way that was beneficial for me and my daughter. It became a lot easier. Okay, you gotta sit down, watch your show. When I'm done this, then we'll get ready to go, okay? So sit down, finish your breakfast. Sorry. Good morning, Cheryl. So, the reason I'm saying this is, as we come through and we're living life, we want to take our time and do things that 10, 15 minutes get us out of our survival mode. Anything that brings us back to celebrate ourselves. And of course, work with our creativity, right? Like, I didn't have a lot. I had a lot of stuff going on. I had $132 to live off all month. So, we had to struggle and we had to get creative. And we made our Christmas tree. We made little coasters out of stuff that was just going to go in the garbage anyway. And I'm only showing these because it's not about having $1 million to go to a spa. It's not about spending all that money or whatever, or it's about sitting there and taking that time. You know, each one of those took me 15, 20 minutes, but I liked doing it and it was peaceful for me. It wasn't about making money or selling something. It was literally about just doing something that got me to be creative. And okay, but I can't hear you right now because I'm talking on here. No, but we're working together. Do you remember? Right. So if you want to go and see Santa today, then you need to sit up. Yeah, finish your breakfast because you've been eating it for like a half hour now. You're getting out of control. Sorry. I have to work with my daughter. Good morning, Josie. So it's just about making things and doing things that we can take our mind out of all the other crap and understand that at the end of the day, we're the ones that show up for ourselves. We show up. Nobody shows up for us, you know. And if we do have people that show up for us, that's fantastic. But we've got God, we've got the universe, we've got 1,000,001 things to be grateful for. And so I made this. I'm just trying to show this. Like, this is something that was going to go in the garbage, but I made that for my friend and her daughter, and they use it every day, and they love it. But it's something that was going to go in the garbage, right? So it's not about spending big money. It's just about getting out of your comfort zone and doing something where you can celebrate yourself and understand that no matter what, at the end of the day, the rat race and the craziness and the anxiety and the fear and all of those things, they're still going to be there. Like, they're not going anywhere. But when you allow yourself to drown in them, you're not finding a way out of the solution. When you come in and you're doing these creative things, I couldn't afford a Christmas tree because of the situation. Am I going to cry about it? No. My daughter and I started making a Christmas tree, and it will come with us, so we're going to finish it, because each week we've added an activity and we've added to the tree. So now it's become a weekly activity that allows us to work together and show our love for each other, and we can communicate in a very simple place. And it's not just this, right? Like, I make my wands, I make small little wands, I make my little earrings and jewelry, like my necklaces. I like to create stuff. Not everybody does, but I think that once we all get out of what we think people expect from us, and we just start showing up for ourselves, just the way we are, then it becomes a lot easier to do these things and try these things. And how do you know if you like it or don't like it if you've never tried it, right? So, good morning, Francis. So, anyways, I'm just showing some of these ideas. I make my own teas. I do that, and I drink them every day. I love them. But what I come on here for is I put on my little face mask, and I read some gratitude cards. I pull some self-care cards. Anything that gets us a little bit of understanding that no matter the situation, there's always so many things to be grateful for. And taking those moments to recognize them only allows more room for more things to come in. And as we're letting go of all these bad habits, the negative thinking, the negative programming, and negative mindsets, all these bad things. Okay, well, where does your plate go? That's right. Good job. You got it. Way to go. Okay, go put on the counter. Don't kick stuff. I don't want you to play near those stairs. You know that's our fight all the time. Good morning, Ayla and Lily. So anyways, I put on my little face mask, and I made this. It's a turmeric and honey. It's very, very simple. And it's gentle enough that it doesn't mess your skin up. You can put it on every day. Thank you, Spirit. It's not going to hurt you. It's 2 ingredients. It's very simple. It was not my recipe. And maybe eventually I will get to play with that and mess with it, because I used to have all kinds of recipes for candles, for lotions, for different teas and all kinds of stuff. And I had to, they burnt in the fire. So I pretty much have to restart it. But knowing that it's something that I like to do, when I take that time and do that for myself. Miss Grace, do you want to see Santa today? Yeah, so I think you need to sit down. No, not yet. I'm busy doing this, and you know that. We made an agreement. You're not going to go against it now, or you won't see Santa. That was our agreement. You remember? I'm not arguing with you. If you be mean, you know what happens. Santa doesn't deal with mean kids. No, that's wonderful. So watch your show and give me another half hour, and we're done. Mama will make it short and sweet today. I promise you, but you have to listen. The agreement goes both ways, kid. Sorry about that. I have to sometimes go to war with my kid. But so anyways, even in the midst of all the shit that happens in our life, for these 10, 15, 20 minutes, 9:49 on the clock, thank you, Spirit. We need to take these moments and celebrate ourselves. And I don't care if it starts with a face mask. I don't care if it starts with 5-minute journaling. Whatever it is, the moments that we take ourselves out of all the bullshit and allow ourselves to know, we're not doing that, Grace. Sit up If I have to stop doing what I'm doing, we do not go to see Santa. 1, sit up properly. If you show out today, that we do not go. And I'm telling you that right now. Yeah, we're not going to do that because I know you're better than that and you know you're better than that. So behave properly so I can get this done. The more you drag it out, the longer it takes me to accomplish the task, and then the longer it takes you to get to do the fun stuff, right? We have to be a team, remember? Yes, now watch your show. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to put this on. I'm going to be a little quick about it. And it's very simple. We're literally just going to paint it on. I want to make sure I don't get my hair all through it. And then I'll pull some cards and we'll do some self-care cards, some gratitude cards, some things that we can be grateful for. Just allowing ourselves to understand what's happening and all the things around that we can be thankful for. And that just allows us to get a little closer to self, closer to spirit, closer to all the things going on in our life. And it's going to be short and sweet, so I'm sure a lot of people will miss a lot of the point, which is okay with me. I know people just hop in and out and get the messages. I'm not... the whole message isn't for everyone. It is for everyone, but people have their own lives, and I understand that. And stopping in and getting just a little boost of strength, a little boost of ideas to show up for ourselves when no one else wants to do it. But you got to understand, no one else is going to do it because we're not doing it for ourselves. So if we want to start being treated better by people and understanding, then we need to recognize our worth. And we can't recognize our worth when we're constantly running on empty and running ourselves down trying to please everybody. And when you realize that nothing is ever going to be good enough for those people, that's when you begin to realize, well, it would have been good enough for me. I would have been happy with that. I would have been completely satisfied. And then you're like, well, that's because I'm grateful and because I understand the energy it took. And not everybody does. And that's their part of their journey. I'm not judging people. I just know that there comes a point in time in our lives where we have to say, I'm sorry if it wasn't good enough for you, but I'm going to start creating boundaries now because I'm giving far more of myself to you than I ever did to me. And if you started giving half of your attention and effort into yourself that you did for everybody else, I guarantee you we'd be in a far different place. And yes, it took me a very long time to learn it. I learned the hard way because I grew up from, thank you, Spirit, grew up in a very narcissistic family. And everyone would say they wanted me to succeed until I actually started succeeding. And then they would actively go and find ways to ruin my life, take my career away from me. It's been a lot. I've had to, first of all, I had to acknowledge a lot. I had to accept a lot. Then I had to let it go, forgive, and then I had to heal myself. And obviously, we're never always healed, but we get it's a constant effort, and we have to keep trying. And to do that, we have to start loving ourselves. We can't heal if we can't forgive ourselves and other people, if we can't look inward and understand that what we knew at that time, at that point in time in our life, was what we knew. It doesn't make us wrong. It doesn't make us bad people. It makes us that we were trying the best we could with what we knew. The only time it starts to be an issue is when you know you can do better and you don't actively try to do better, right? It doesn't mean that you have to be perfect and do all the things perfectly. It just means that you have to start showing up and you got to start making an effort. And it took me a long time to even get to this point, and I had to heal to a certain level to even get to this point. But I also know that if I had started showing up for myself and loving myself and doing all these small little moments for myself, I would have loved myself a lot faster. I would have loved myself a lot better, and I would have been able to create better boundaries, so maybe not as much of those things would have happened. However, am I going to punish myself over that? No, I'm going to forgive myself because now that I know better, I'm going to do better. Oh, that was quick, Spirit. We got two. I'll let you do a couple more. No, we're not doing that, Grace. You got a half hour. You got a half hour, and you got to sit nicely, okay? Watch your show. Don't start yelling. No, you can talk nicely. Just don't yell. There's a Pleasure in the Pathless Woods by Lord Byron. Spend some time thinking about a part of your life that is yet to be planned out. Remind yourself that you have an adventure ahead, that to have an adventure ahead is a gift. Sorry, I couldn't, what is wrong with you? Anyways, not even gonna ask. Whatever, if that's the best you got, honey, you're not doing well. And your life is full of possibility. Are they going to come out strong today, Spirit? They're running out of days. Is that why? Okay, thank you. I think of Wind and her wild ways. The year we had nothing to lose and lost it anyway. Joy Harjo. Now, today, try holding on a little less tightly to your expectations for the day. Notice what happens when you loosen your grip. 1. Good morning, Jayla and Ruben. Miss Grace. What luck or fate, instinct or grace brought me here. In the shade, beneath the hidden stars. Laura Foley. The world does not begin and end with what you have known of it. There is so much more deliciousness you've yet to discover. And then what happens when this domestic life grows suspect? This one's come up a lot. What have you grown tired of in your life? Where do you feel bored? Thank you, Spirit. What if these sensations were opportunities to reimagine the roles you are playing? What a strange thing to be alive beneath the cherry blossoms. Whom do you deeply love? Find bliss in your ability to feel this love. And that's just something, these are just things to reflect on, to be grateful for. Very simple ideas to start reflecting and thinking a little differently and changing your perspective on situations. It's not always about big leaps and big jumps. I don't care if it's a million little baby steps. Just small little things, just planting the seed, and every time you stop in, we're watering it, and hopefully getting you to a point where showing up for yourself is so much better than anything else that you could ever imagine, that you want to do it every single day. Miss Grace, please don't. Yeah, but you're gonna look at, you're moving your whole bed. So why do you want to do that? Gorilla Glue, nice name. Charisma, welcome guys, welcome. So I'm just pulling, these ones are some self-care cards, which is just another way that we can, not just doing the face mask, pretending we're, well, I'm here talking, doing the cards, but if you were doing it, you'd be home with the cucumber peel on your eyes, kick back, pretending you're at a spa somewhere, or laying on a beach, who knows. Just for those 15 minutes. Miss Grace, 1, give it to me. Santa is not going to get to see you today, because we're not doing that. You understand right now, right? We made an agreement. What was the agreement? No, what was the agreement? Okay, sit down. But we made an agreement, and if you want me to stick to my end of it, you need to stick to your end. Go sit down, finish watching your show. I have 20 more minutes, and then we can go. Understood? Sorry, we have to make arrangements sometimes with our children, and they don't like to always follow their end of the deal. So I have to remind her, if she wants it, she's got to do the work just like I got to do the work. So thank you, Spirit. 10 o'clock. I love it. All those zeros means infinite possibilities. Never ending. And of course, the connection with Source. So check this bottom one. Please, Miss Grace. Your past does not define who you are today. Gabriella Marigold Lindsay. Close your eyes and take 10 deep breaths. With each inhale, breathe in calm and peace. With each breath, let go of what came before. You are here now. Your path is in front of you. And it's true. From here, when you come to a place where you're out of survival mode and you can just let your mind wander to things that are not the fight or the survival mode or whatever's coming, the anxiety and fear, when you can get rid of those and come to a place of peace. Thank you, Spirit. 10:01 on the clock. We then have the ability to create new pathways and new ideas, and we can open up ourselves to Spirit and God and all the synchronicities that the universe sends our way that truly want to show us how to love ourselves and show up for ourselves and do all of the right things. And no, we don't have to do them all right away. They give us ideas and then help us create a plan to get there. And they're more than willing. They're there every single day wanting to work with us. We just have to show up and let them know that we're ready and willing to work with them. And we do that through gratitude, through unconditional love, and of course the ability to show up for ourselves in any given moment. Good morning, Liza. So, our bodies are our gardens, to which our wills are gardeners. William Shakespeare. Do something to thank your body for its hard work and its miraculous ability to move, feel, and communicate. That's kind of what I'm doing here. And the reason I did this one is because you don't need a $5 million face mask. You don't need to spend big money. If you have it in your house, and most people do, it's in their cupboard. If you have honey and turmeric in there, you put it on. Yes, I'm on here talking right now, but if you were home and you were not doing what I'm doing, you'd be kicked back with your cucumbers on your eyelids and laid back pretending you're at a spa, living the dream, dreaming of all of the things that you absolutely deserve and should get to see and enjoy in your life. And when you start dreaming of those and you start aligning with them through that peace and gratitude, they start coming into your life. And that's the most important thing. Good morning, Richard. And Propagate, good morning. Keep good company. Read good books. Love good things and cultivate soul and body as faithfully as you can. Louisa May Alcott. Take 10 minutes out of your day to read. Doesn't matter what it is. Read the Bible. Read something to better your life. Read something about gratitude so you can just learn to create a life of gratitude. And every single day, I can't even tell you how many times a day I'm thankful and I'm finding things to be thankful for. And I'm thankful for the same things over and over because in the midst of chaos, they bring me to my peace and they bring me to a centered space that doesn't allow all this other crap to creep in. It allows me to let go of things I have no control over. Once I've done the legwork, pardon me. Sorry, sometimes I try to get it out. I have people and places and things that don't like me to get these messages out because they actually matter. No, we're not doing that. Why are you doing that? I love you very much, and I don't want you to miss Santa, and I don't want you to miss any of the stuff. So I want you to go finish watching your show. I'm doing this very quickly. I promise you. After I wash this off and put on my lotion, I'll do the 3 little decks, and then we're gonna go. Okay? But I need you to go listen and let me do it, because if you keep making me take time off to talk to you and get this done, then we don't get to do it because we're gonna drag it out all day. Remember? Thank you. Okay. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Heed your inner calling. What is it that makes you different from others? And what unique expression do you most desire in this life? And there's so many people that can project whatever you want or whatever they want onto you. But at the end of the day, truly, we live this life and we go through this life as ourselves. You know, we may hide behind a million different masks, or be forced into these masks that we don't even want to wear, or feel like we're forced into these masks. And once we start standing up for ourselves, and showing up for ourselves, we understand that we can do whatever we like. All we got to do is put in the effort. And once you realize that you can be whoever you want, and then you realize that the best thing that you could ever be is yourself, because you're the one who shows up for you. It doesn't matter who they are. There's no billionaires aren't showing up for you to save your life. They're not showing up for you, your mom, your dad, you know, and as much as they love you, not everybody has a toxic family like mine. But as much as they love you and stuff, they can't do everything for you. So in all of our situations, who's the only one that shows up for you? It's you. So you need to start celebrating you just as you are, and then understanding that. And when you do that, you start to recognize your worth. You start to recognize why you show up for yourself. Because you're fucking worth it. That's why. Thank you, Spirit. There comes a point when we have to say, I'm here to love my life and to figure out who I am, not who you think I should be. Sharon Pearson. Good morning, Santa. Set your intention for the day. What can you do to be your authentic self? Pretty much. And that's what I do when I show up here. I'm just... well, pretty much you can go through my entire stories. Anything that's there it's me. You get me. Thank you, Spirit. The good, the bad, the ugly. People have tried to shame me and humiliate me my whole life. Anything I did was never going to be good enough. And whether it was in work, whether it was in love, in family situations, it's always been that way. And to a point, I would allow it and let it be, because I didn't want to fight my whole life. But what happens... thank you, Spirit. Yeah, let me get it out first. What happens... Don't do that. But what happens when we do that and we let it slide is we let our boundaries slide because we don't want to fight. And then when we don't want to fight, then... you know, they keep taking advantage and mistreating us over and over and over. And that's a slippery slope. And once you allow that, oh Lord, it becomes ridiculous. I know from many, many experiences. But, thank you, Spirit. But what happens is, if we understand who we are, and again, I thought you had to fight for it, right? Like, I didn't know, I had many, many traumas and triggers, so I truly didn't understand that I could fight for it by, one, speaking my truth always, and two, stepping away from a situation. So, if what you're doing is hurting me or creating problems in my life, after I sit with it and I understand, no, like and I make you aware that what you're doing is not helpful in my life and it's actually hurting me. You then have two opportunities. You can step up and start trying to make changes because you want to be in my life, or you can just be without me because I'm going to walk away. And I'm going to walk away and I'm going to live my life, leaving everybody in peace. There's no hate, no anger in my heart. It's literally, thank you, Spirit. It's literally just understanding that we don't align anymore, and what I want and what you want are two different things. And that's how I've always lived my life, except I was always stuck in a triggered survival mode, always feeling like I had to prove myself, always feeling like nothing I did was ever going to be enough. Like, people would just keep dangling that carrot a little farther out, something you can never reach. And that's unfair and impossible for anybody to acquire, which is absolute, it's just cruelty. It truly is. And the only way to get out of those situations is to understand that you don't deserve them and you're better than that, and then walk away. But you can't do that if you can't even show up for yourself and you're running on empty and you don't know what you're worth. Thank you, Spirit. 10:10 on the clock, too. Double confirmation. I love that. So these small little things, the things that I'm doing here, whether people like it or not, whether nobody shows up or not, I'm showing up for me. This is day 17, actually, of creating better habits. So my face mask and my affirmation cards and all these things are something that I do. Nope. You're crossing the boundary again. What? You want the chair? So you can climb on and break your head? I don't think so. So, yeah, my daughter's already starting. Do you want me to put the mask on your face? You want one on yours? No? Okay. No, you're not getting a kitty cat with a face mask right now. That's not happening today. Okay, but I'm on here. Remember, if you waste my time, you're going to miss Santa. Do you want to see Santa today, or do you want to waste my time and not get to see him? Okay, so I have 20 minutes still. I have 15 minutes, but I can't even do that because you're dragging it out. It's going to be another half hour. Come on. Go sit down and watch your show. It will be the last warning. If you made me count to 3, there's no Santa today. Thank you. No, we're not doing that. There's no reason for you to cry. We made an agreement, right? Sorry, I have to go to war with my child some days, too, just to do this. But that's the joy of being a single mom. There's definitely no shade. We figure it out. And that's why every opportunity I get to make my little things, my face mask, my teas, I do everything I can to enjoy them. Why are you crying? Don't do that. What? You can hug your blankie. What do you mean? Nobody's stopping you. It's right there for you. Do you need to go back to sleep? She woke up at 6:30 this morning. And then woke me up. So she's probably tired already. I'm making a damn mess today. Thank you, Spirit. Appreciate it. Okay, so let's go get this face mask off. I'm gonna do this first one. Take a rest. A field that has rested gives a bountiful crop. Take 10 minutes out of your day to quietly observe the world around you. How can you cultivate this calm energy during times of stress? And that's exactly what I'm talking about here. When we take time to quiet our mind out of the chaos, then we allow ourselves to see from a different perspective, right? Sorry, I have to run upstairs. So I have to bring y'all with me. But when I do this, I take the time to do affirmations and be grateful. And sometimes I bring the papers with me so I can remember and keep it simple. But other times, you get what you get. For the most part, you just get what you get. Because, especially on the weekends when my daughter's home, we kind of wing it. So, however it plays out, I get as much as I can get in and still get the other things done. Because even the self-care and everything else, I have to understand that there's a lot going on and there's a lot of appointments and there's a lot for her to process. If I have trouble processing stuff, how am I supposed to expect my 6-year-old to understand and process everything? So thank you, Spirit. So I try really hard to work together with her, and my kid has the patience of an angel. She truly does. She's very high energy, but she's just a walking ball of love, and gets treated as such every single day. But she also has to learn boundaries, and it took me a long time to learn boundaries. So as I teach them to her, I can't expect her to know everything and be perfect at it. Now we have conversations when things aren't perfect. We work together and we find solutions. And I'm the mom, so and she doesn't do what she's supposed to, then yes, there's punishment, or she loses things, but I keep it very simple and make her understand that, these things can be earned back. we can work together and find a solution. So these are the most important things that we can ever do with our kids. Because if we tell them that they're bad and they just think that they're bad or they've done something wrong, that they can't ever fix things or do it better or try again and do it better, then they're never going to do it. My motto, thank you, Sarah. My motto with my daughter is superheroes never give up, okay? No matter when she wants to give up, no matter what, she's my walking superhero, and I let her know every day. Okay, so I was talking about that instead of doing the affirmations, so I'm kind of slacking here. Good morning. So we're going to look at ourselves and we're going to say, I am beautiful, I am strong, I am abundant, I am happy, I am healthy. Thank you, Spirit. I'm an open channel for Spirit. I give the messages as accurately and obviously joyously as you send them in. I give with no expectation. So anything I give out, I don't expect anything back. I give because I know the universe and God are going to send it back in 1,000 different ways. My abundance is not just one thing. It's the love, the kindness, the purity, the joy, and the confidence, all the things that I get to earn and learn along the way. That's good for now today. I do this a few times a day, and I like to do it with my daughter. Good morning, Crystal. Sometimes she'll come up and do it. She's always grateful. We'll walk by the trees, and she'll say, thank you, God. Like she knows, she understands. Thank you, Spirit. But she's also 6 years old. So, I forgot to grab the lotion. She's also 6 years old. So, when she wants to say thank you for my toys and thank you for my cartoons and that's all I want to say thank you for today, I don't push her because the fact that she still acknowledges it, and sometimes she just wants to be stubborn, and sometimes she's a kid. What can we say, right? The fact that she takes the effort at all and does it speaks volumes, and she does it without me coaching her. Sometimes, every morning I ask her, what are we grateful for? Say good morning to God. Say thank you for all the wonderful things, and thank you for breakfast. We make it a point. And I'm pretty sure the Spirit and God understand very much how grateful we are, and we let them know as much as possible. And thank you, Spirit. Confirmation makes me happy. So, my child is my child, and she should be a child first. None of these worries are her problem or her fault. So, they're not even my fault. But she shouldn't have to worry about that. It's not her burden to carry, right? She's a child. So, while she works with me, did you go in the basement? You can play in the basement for a little bit. So anyways, she allows herself the ability to explore, do what she wants, learn by herself, and then of course with me and with Spirit. But the gratitude that as I've been learning it and processing emotions and all the things that I learned, I teach her along the way, because she shouldn't have to be my age before she learns. And I shouldn't have had to be my age before I learned. So, once again, this is a lotion that I made, again, with ingredients from home, and I don't usually have any problems with it. I haven't yet. It works really nice. It feels good, and again, it was something, I spent an hour making it for myself, because you had to boil it down and stuff, but I did that, and I take that time after my face mask and I put it on. I'm not a big makeup wearer. It's not that I wouldn't wear it. I just, once in a while I'll wear mascara. I might put some on. We'll see. We'll see how I feel today. But, to each their own. I know some like to put on the whole face every single day, and if that's what makes you feel great, then by all means, please do it. I think makeup's beautiful, and I'm just not very good at it. So I do what's good and simple to me, and what just keeps me the closest to being myself. I want to be myself. I've been forced to not be myself for so long, even when I tried so hard to just be myself, that I'm just doing what makes me happy, and that's it. Thank you, Spirit. Good morning, Marty Lynn. Okay, I'm gonna try and pull a couple of these, but Spirit, I want to kind of, what time is it? 10:20. I would like to, maybe 15 or 20 minutes. Good morning, Mike. Because nobody responded to me, I don't think, about the time, and I want to make sure that I don't miss it, or my daughter's just going to be brokenhearted. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to find out really quickly so I don't miss the time. Okay, so these are one of my favorite decks. It's the Beyond Lemuria. It's one of my favorite, the artwork for the decks. Like, who is it? Izzy Ivy is the author, and also the painter. Like this, I love this one so much more. Every time I use it, every time I see the paintings, the artwork, like it's just beautiful. So I really like to take the moment, and whatever comes out, I like to read it from the guidebook and show these cards the respect they're due. Because when many are just pictures or whatever, there are many that are, this was art, this was handmade, this is the stories, the research that went into them, absolutely just have me in awe every single time I look. So you have a couple that we can give out today for some self-love, self-care, and grounded action steps moving forward. I know you don't like when I rush you. Oh, my daughter's playing downstairs, so we're living. Thank you, Spirit. 10:22 on the clock. How are you, Marty Lynn? Welcome. Did you leave already? Sorry. I know, people pop in and out. Oh, we don't have a message for here today? I doubt that. Throat chakra, portal keeper, earth, and Mount Shasta. You want me to read all of them? Okay, last one. Perfect. Endless opportunities. Okay, I love this. So, there's the throat chakra, which I will read because any of the chakras, the whole goal is to align them so that we can manifest our best life and our best selves. And to do that, we need to start with self-love. Then when we start asking those questions and getting inquisitive, that's when we can learn what's out of alignment, how to realign ourselves, and ultimately, thank you, Spirit, start manifesting and aligning with what we truly desire. So, welcome, flowers. Then we got the portal keeper, and again, just like the artwork on these are just phenomenal. Earth. So obviously I'm going to read these ones. Look at this. As above, so below. That absolutely is, and you can see how she's grounding in, right? We're bringing all of the spirit and all of the wonderful, amazing things to Earth so we can raise everybody's vibration and ultimately raise the entire Earth. Then we got Mount Shasta. Good morning, Vic. And then endless opportunities. The bullies are getting lazy, eh? They can only say one word at a time. I love it. Thanks for the giggle, Spirit. I love it. Good morning, Jayla. Don't worry. They can't hurt my feelings. And if I actually were to open my mouth and give back some of the stuff that they're trying to project onto me, it would break their little hearts. Good morning, Joan. And you know I can, Spirit. You've heard my mouth go. Okay, so we got the throat chakra. I'm not going to. I promise I will behave. But don't get it twisted. You know they push me too far. I'm going to give exactly what they deserve. This chakra is the origin of expression. It is the source of the life spark that inspires our aliveness and stokes the creative fires in others. This is the outer sharing of our inner being, the glowing song of our soul, on the winds of our flight to understanding more of who we are. Connect to the crux of your potential and take it further than you could have imagined. As spirit fuses into the tangible, it actualizes a platform for greater experience and new facets are sculpted, seeded and shared as fractal of light in the form of our own unique language. Be truthful with yourself about how you are really feeling. If you always act in integrity, you follow your heart-centered truth. Are you upstairs or downstairs? Okay. I was just checking. Your heart-centered truth. Some unhealthy connections or aspects of your life may fall away, and you will be in complete alignment with your path. In this way, your internal psychic navigation system will become strengthened, your purpose will be clear, and you will inspire others through the sparkle of your deep inner knowing. How you share your spirit, that's the theme of this card, and your unique language. And then the healing position is the throat, and then the color wash, as you can see, is a mid-vibrant blue. And sometimes just wearing these colors also help us align our chakras. They help us bring in the things and the ability to find the opportunities to align these things with us, right? The colors, we help ground ourselves with like the red and the browns and the oranges, and and that goes with our chakra system and our alignment. Good morning, Harley. Well, I guess it's probably afternoon there. Good afternoon. And then we got Earth. I'm going to show this one too. Because these are just phenomenal, truly, the artwork on these. So no one can hold us the way nature can. Mama Nature is a powerful healer and a transmuter of dense energies we may be holding on to. Just as she takes in our breath and returns our bones to fertile soil, so too can she transform our woes if we can allow ourselves to surrender, to lie in her grassy arms or be embraced by her branches. Just as plastics and oils cannot be broken down in the earth for renewal, when our emotions become hardened and impenetrable, catalyzed into something more destructive, they cannot be transformed into compost that we grow from. Experiences we may categorize as good or bad are a part of life. Death and rebirth are a part of the natural cycle that allows for the continuation of life. Creating something through suppression and control that will not break down will only bring us farther out of harmony. Nature is all around us. Notice her and know that when you feel like no one else can hold you, she can. Spend as much time in nature as possible and do what you can to preserve it. And then obviously the themes for the card is grounding, finding our roots, reliability, physical healing, nurture, solid foundations, fertility, and vitality. And then we got the Portal Keeper, and I love this one so much. Number is that 50. Look at, I opened right up to it. Thank you, Spirit. As we become more sensitive and aware, we are more receptive to mystical experience. Thank you, Spirit. We can realize there are overlaying realities that seem just as real, if not more vibrant and profound, than the familiar everyday one. There is a theory that space and time are constructs that allow our human mind to grasp sequences in chronological order and enable us to orientate and move forward through reality. In their current evolution, humans are only using a small portion of their brain capacity. If we unlock our mind's potential, what will we fathom that we can't now? There is information out there that isn't real to us until we glimpse it with our senses. The beings of Lemuria evolved with a different kind of intelligence. They were skilled. No, Do you want me to get through this so we can go see Santa? then you need to not do that. They were skilled at harnessing the energy from natural and abundant forces such as crystals, the heart of the earth, and the moon. They could share complex information without words. The Lemurians operated in multiple realms and at will and could disappear from human perception. Technically, they were in the same location, but in an overlaying reality and a parallel dimension, which could be very different. Physically advanced people can sense discarnate souls, elementals in nature, and spirit guides. They can also see the information in energy fields. These perceptions, clairvoyance, clairsentience, or clairaudience, are still connected to this reality, but are examples of what can happen when we raise our consciousness or train ourselves to the subtleties of what is happening around us. What are you doing? Nope. Nope. 1. In essence, we share a physical location with overlaying beings and energies and can raise or lower our vibration to match and enter their realms of reality. Two people in an identical environment can have different experiences. One may thrive and enjoy the opportunities of the moment. The other may see only the negatives in the situation. Here, one or both parties may be traversing realities on a micro level. These micro realms may look very similar, but the way we feel, the reflections we see in others, and the way circumstances unfold are aligned with our vibration. So it's great to be conscious of our energy and the ways we can optimize our experience of life. Like attracts like. It is important to keep this in mind if you are considering traversing deeper realms, as it is an endless rabbit hole. Set your energy field to the highest good and ensure your intention is primed for the places you wish to journey to. Traversing other realms is an innate ability that we all have. Young children have this skill intact as they are not yet convinced that it is not real. Animals, especially cats, also have this awareness. People who experience hallucinations may be perceiving multiple layers of information simultaneously. In the West, this may be considered a symptom of diminished mental health. In other cultures, this openness could be a mark of a shaman or a seer, or considered a powerful gift. The Akashic paradigm combines multidimensionality with the idea that everything is happening simultaneously. Thank you, Spirit. That's everything that has ever been and ever will be is occurring at this moment. By changing our vibration, we can access an ocean of collective consciousness, and this highlights the significance of portals. Portals are gateways to other layers of reality. They can be accessed through meditation and inner practices, or externally in places such as the planet's vortices. These places are usually sacred to those who are sensitive to energies and work closely with the earth. Often where ley lines connect, portals and places where the veil is thin and unexplainable phenomena can occur. Earth's ley lines are similar to the meridian systems on the body. Ooh, I can't speak today. Chakras are also energetic vortexes. When we tune to them and the places on the body they connect to, we can access holistic information. This oracle deck includes 10 chakra seed cards, which can activate these portals on the body. Portals are like opening or a rip in our usual veil of reality. If you feel pulled to explore this curious and vast topic further, it is wise to seek a mentor who is confident traversing these realities. However, simply understanding that there are dimensional layers can help you see between the lines, present in the knowledge and the reality, and that this reality is a fraction of the bigger picture. How might you raise your vibration to access information that isn't normally perceivable? How can you lift your spirits and soar into wider awareness so you can see a life form of a heightened perspective? When our minds get out of the way, we can reach the bliss state of seamless unspeakable, where the need for linear life drops away, and we can center ourselves through a sense of eternal being. Sorry, that was a long one, but it was a lot there. That's wonderful, Marlene. Welcome. Good morning. And Shaza, welcome. I'm glad you made it there safe. Gently explore the edges of your reality. Spend time in the forest to listen. Deepen your meditation practice. Dance yourself into ecstasy. Explore psychic tools and study new healing modalities. If you feel lacking in purpose or life seems a little mundane, remember there's never a reason to be bored. What we experience in our physical senses is just the tip of the iceberg. Magic exists wherever you can find it. Look between the lines to the limitless discovery. And then, of course, there's the endless opportunities. And then that's it, I think. Because I want to take my daughter to see Santa, and I think we got a couple more hours. I think maybe at 12 or 1. I can't remember. That's the problem. I asked, so hopefully, I think it's 1. Okay. Well, I'll wait and find out. Okay, decisions. Options and opportunities. It's wonderful that we have the freedom to choose, but times of indecision can be so hard and almost suffocating. The more we use our minds to battle the pros and cons, the more we move out of our hearts. Often the best way forward is to step back and do what it takes to get out of your head and into your body so your gut feeling can guide the way. When making a choice, you may consider anything that doesn't feel like a total yes or no, a total yes or a total no. Perhaps none of the apparent options are right, or any choice could be the right one. If you wholeheartedly pick a direction and give it your best shot, thank you, Spirit, when faced with a decision, check where your integrity lies. Peel back the layers to see where you are making your choices from. Are you choosing from a fear-based survival or a place of love? A choice founded in love can make you feel light, excited, passionate, and give you butterflies. It might be a little scary, but in a good way. It might not make sense to your mind. It may seem out of your comfort zone or undermine logic. The low road can look like the safest, easiest path. Thank you, Spirit. It may avoid or lessen immediate pain and confrontation, but it will be long, winding, and exhausting. The high road might look perturbing, but it will cut through the old stories and lead directly to the heart for growth and transformation. When you choose to step forward boldly, it takes courage, but you will discover a place of trust. Rather than staying small, hiding, or running away, you will expand and open yourself to growth. This is where magic happens and synchronicities you could never have imagined land in your lap. You're not doing that, Grace. You have 10 more minutes, and if you're going to behave like that, we won't go. You already know. We made an arrangement, right? Well, I want to have a happy child, so to do that, you need to let me get through this. But first you have to step into the unknown and let your heart guide you. I knew you were going to come for that. You didn't give me a hug? What if everything you wanted was right there? This is my book I'm trying to read. You got to let me read.
Mom, what is this doing?
No, you're going to let me read? Or you're going to have to go back and sit down. What if everything you wanted was right there in front of you? Make the important decision and let go of outdated limitations. What could be the worst that happens? No, don't do that. But you can't if you're not going to let me finish reading. If you want to sit here, you need to come here. But you can't yell over me, kid. Yeah, I got you. Okay. The fake yell. I love that. Good morning. What if everything you wanted was right there in front of you? Make the important decision to let go of outdated limitations. What could be the worst that happens? Reach for what you want and know it's closer than you realize. There's so many fake people. It's just doesn't matter. I know Spirit. It's not up to me. We're just doing what you asked, and they need a message too. So I get it. You have options and opportunities you may not have realized. The universe wants to give you what you want. It's all there, so reach out and wholeheartedly choose it. While you sit on the fence, your experiences are diluted or confusing. We live in a time of choices. Sometimes reason and limitation direct our choices, and we feel unfulfilled as a result. Thank you, Spirit. Choose life from a place of heart, compassion, and integrity, and you can't go wrong. And that's exactly what I do. And my decision in leaving here and moving forward from a place of peace was the decision that I had to make after thinking and getting out of fear mode, right? So, yeah, we'll pull this one. But just give me a couple, please. I can't read them all, and I'm not. But if you tell me a quick story, you can do that. Something to help us move forward, and then breathe out. Breath of the Cosmos. I like that one. Okay, is that one more we can do? I said one more. Okay, so I'm obviously not going to read them, but I will show you them. We got, which is telling me a story, and I already know why it's telling me a story, because some of the people that pop in and out. My will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. That's right. We don't micromanage the universe. When we try to control how and what and how, when or where or why any of those things, these blessings come in, we basically limit the universe, and then we don't allow it to work its way. Learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. And that's right. So, there's times, where we have to look inward, and we live in the world. Our everyday life is here. So that doesn't mean we have to do everything the world does. It doesn't mean we have to, no. Miss Grace, not a chance. Every time you do that, you fall. Sit. Not okay. 1. You're on your last straw. We will not go see Santa. Okay, so anyways, we have to remember that we live in the earth. We're not of it. So when how we practice and live life and being grateful and all of the things that we're doing, we're keeping ourselves away from other things. Like, I'm not saying don't go party, don't go enjoy yourself. I believe everything in moderation. So I don't know. I don't drink anymore. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I don't do any of those things. It used to be fun, we were younger. It was our fun time, our party time, or whatever. And we always thought that was okay. But it's what happens is you bring that, when you allow that into your life, you're allowing all the bad things that come with it, the negative thought processes, all the guilts and the shames and the taboo and the gotta hide that. I don't know. Like, there's just a million different ways that you force yourself into these boxes where there's now there's somewhere where they can put a lid on you and shame you in some way, shape, or form. Good morning, Ashley. And when that happens, then speaking your truth becomes a lot harder, and a lot of people just don't care, right? Oh, well, they don't, when they come from an egotistical or a judgmental point, oh, well, they just did it to themselves, or they did this. They don't ever sit back and actually think about what actually is happening. So when we understand that, and we understand that we live in the world, but that doesn't mean we have to do everything the world tells us to do. Following spirit and looking inward for guidance is absolutely one of the best things we can ever do. And funny that I was talking about that. Loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, and let God in. That's right. The biggest point of me doing this is with me letting go of all the addictions, smoking, drinking, bad negative thinking, negative mindsets, all the things that I've had to let go of. We have to replace them with better things. We don't have to. Like, new opportunities will come in, many more things. But when we replace a lot of them with positive habits, which is what I'm doing here, being accountable for me, and then anybody else that shows up along the way, absolutely, obviously I want to see everybody win and create some kind of habit for themselves. Miss Grace, we're getting very close to not going. Bring your butt back in here. Welcome, Wolfman. Sit down. The more you keep trying to cause havoc, the longer this takes. Do you remember when we were supposed to go to the park last time and we didn't get to go, or we had to only go for 10 minutes, remember? Because we had wasted all the time because you were doing this. So I'm trying to warn you so we don't miss the time. I'm letting you know. Sorry, we have to work together sometimes, and she doesn't want to. So this is just saying, loosen your grip. When you let go of these things and let them fall away, and replace them with better habits, it's a lot easier to do. and it builds more confidence. It builds more curiosity on what you can do, and it allows you to see the opportunities a lot closer that the universe has for you when you open yourself. Miss Grace, I'm telling you, I have 15 minutes left. Look, 15 minutes, okay? If you behave like this for the next 15 minutes, we're going to waste the whole time and we're going to miss it and you won't get to go see him. So I need you to let me finish this quickly. Okay? I'm trying to pick up the pace, but you're doing this and you're not making it easy. So pick up your mess, get it back organized. Pick it up properly. Hey, your blanket, where's it go? Pick it up. Pick the stuff up properly, please and thank you. If you do that, by the time you're done, I'll be done here and then we can go. Do you understand? Okay, don't cry. Just listen to what I'm saying and pick up your mess. Pick it up. That's all you gotta do. It's not the end of the world. Welcome, Mandy. Okay, and then we have You're Not Alone, Isolation, Physical Connection, and Community. So what happens also as we're trying to get rid of all of these things and let them go, and it doesn't matter how deep, what level, what extent, there's always a period of isolation, and that's one, so God can show you who you are for yourself, show you who He is for you, and allow you the opportunity to open yourself up and create that relationship. And understand that when you come from a point of full, which God does, very much so, God in the universe, your spirit team, your ancestors, your angels, they work very closely to help you fill your cup and understand exactly what you're worth. And when they do that, then it allows you to see what they see and how they see you. And when you start to look at yourself the way they look at you, it makes a big difference in how you behave, how you react, the people you allow in your life, the people you cut off. Thanks for sharing that. I'm really glad for you. And Ontario, I just left there. I left all the toxic there, and now you reminded me why, so thank you. I appreciate that. And good morning, Jenny. So yes, the message here was probably part of yours too. Your life is a canvas, so you can create whatever you want. And if uncircumcised is the thing that you want to create your life with, then that's on you. I have much, much bigger visions, so, and I have much more belief in the vision for you also. So I would like to see you do better, but it's not up to me. It's your life. And then baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. That's right. You don't have to understand it all right away. All you have to do is make a million little steps. Steps. It doesn't have to be a million. It could be 10, but you have to make one step, and you have to do it sometimes even when you don't know the answer, even when you don't see it coming. And that's when you start aligning with your tribe and your soul family, and that's when you attract them. Okay, you're not you're calling them in with your actions and your behaviors. You're aligning with them, and you're magnetizing the people that belong in your life, your forever people, the people that truly give a shit. No, Miss Grace, please don't. I love you. And do you want to see your Santa Claus today? Then you need to behave. Because what you're doing right now is not the way to do it. Okay, just a couple. We got kind of 12 minutes. I know I'm not trying to put the limit on anybody, but we got to keep my daughter from losing her mind. Thank you, Spirit. I know you get it. We know she's patient and she does really well, but we cannot push her. That's good. I like it. Okay. So then we got no. Wait, postpone, pause, and say no. And then leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. What are we saying no to there, Spirit? There. Okay, give me a moment. I'm going to check it out. Deep replenishment. Retreat, rest, and be held. That is interesting. Why that... Why you wanted that one to come out? I got the yes. Where's the no? Probably right beside it now. No, put it on your bed just like you're supposed to. 20. Oh, no, 20. I looked at the wrong one. I was looking at yes. No, 26. And no means no. I think that's, yeah, I knew that was going to be right beside each other. I should have just did it. Okay, so you're being called to either pause or say no. Saying yes to something that isn't in alignment with you will drain your energy and your time. Hold out for a congruent, aligned 100% yes. Often when we are looking for guidance to make a decision, it can be frustrating not to move into clear and considered action. However, timing is everything, and not receiving clear guidance is actually guidance in itself. When we all go through times known as waiting periods. These times are crucial for our body to regenerate, the new path to formulate, and the universe to begin creating things on your behalf. You don't need to be plowing forward all the time to move forward. A potent, congruent yes is when the time is right, will put you ahead leaps and bounds. Don't force things now just because it seems like the only option. Take a breather and wait. The waiting is actually very productive, for when the time for movement comes, you'll be ready to dive right in. Use this time to regenerate and ponder what you truly want. Consider the options. If the options are not clear, don't fear, because this time is a gift. Use it to tend to your garden and take a rest. To take a moment from your busy life to clear the decks and prepare for the time in the future. For come spring, clarity will bloom and you'll have the reserve space and drive to say yes and act and move quickly. And then say no, postpone, or wait. So somebody that came in needed that response, that message. Say no. So, or just no. Period. And then we got leap. You go first, and the universe will catch you. And I think that's pretty self-explanatory. But we gotta take this. We work in faith, not fear, right? And when you understand all the ways to this point that the universe has saved you, that God has showed up in amazing ways in your life, that making those leaps are a little easier because you understand all the times that He has saved you and showed up and really created miracles and amazing timing in your life. So, life bends for the courageous. Miss Grace, no. I said pick up your mess, not make a mess. I love you so much. Yep, you can read that, but you didn't. That's your activity book. Where's your marker for it? It's okay. You can read it if you want. Okay. Sorry, I got an itchy eyeball. Life bends for the courageous. The universe wants to support you, but first you need to leap. To throw your life up in the air. Oh my goodness. Pardon me. Perhaps you know what you're being called to leap toward, or away from, but are scared to make the move. Or maybe perhaps you're waiting for a big fat sign or an instruction manual or permission to do so first. If this is you, then this card's your sign and permission slip to take a deep breath and leap into the unknown. It's scary to let go of all that we know and hope for something new. And it's normal to feel anxious at the thought of letting go of what we know for sure. But this is the unavoidable process of rising, and right now, this is how you're being called to live. Nature is constantly showing us how to live with courage. Fall comes every year and encourages the trees to loosen their grip, to allow what once was so full of life to fall away, leaf by leaf. For a moment, it feels like nothing will grow again. The branches are left bare without the comfort of what once was, but in the morn of spring, new shoots begin to appear, and something new is born that is even more glorious than before. You go first. Take a good run up and leap. And then we have the deep replenishment and retreat, rest, and be held. Like if that wasn't a conflicting message. So take the leap, and then Spirit, what you trying to do here? I understand what you're saying. So they're taking the leap to go inward is what's going on. We're not actually... Yeah, that makes sense. 64. Yeah, so I had to actually question that for a moment, but once I read this too, that will help. But it was kind of like, what you're telling me no, then take the leap and then retreat. So, but what we're retreating is going inward. And thank you for confirming that, Spirit. 10:55 on the clock. And sometimes, which is also 11, master builder number. So yeah, sometimes it takes a moment because sometimes my logical brain doesn't want to doesn't want to let go of like the action word or the whatever, and it takes me a moment to pause and actually hear what they're saying because I'm like, wait, what? Why are you messing with me? But it makes sense once you've actually taken the leap and started going inward and doing some of this work and understanding how deeply you're healing in the work you're doing. You're not actually taking a leap. You're not jumping out of your house. You're not doing any of these crazy things. The leap, oh my goodness, is walking by faith, and then it's coming inward, right? And that only starts when we start loving ourselves, and that's really important. But I'm reading these ones because those who know are going to know. They're going to get it. They're going to understand very, very clearly. Welcome, S. Sorry, I was thirsty. And yeah, like I make my own teas. I make all my stuff just because I like to be creative, and that helps me center myself and take myself out. And when I can't do meditation or quiet my brain, when I do these creative things and the painting and all that stuff, it allows my brain to quiet, and it allows me to be open to all of the other possibilities and be a clear channel and allow Spirit to speak through, and God and my angels to guide me, my ancestors to remind me of the history that we're rising above, the things that we're trying to change, and sometimes just allows them to hug me in a way when you feel so alone and you don't know what's happening and you're the only one that's got to show up for you. They allow you that moment where you truly get to feel the amount of love they are absolutely sending your way always. So the most selfish thing you can do is fill up your own inner well. When we are running around half filled, we subconsciously look to things and people around us to give us the nourishment and nurturing we so deeply crave. Nothing can grow in barren lands. You are no good to anyone if you're running on empty. The feminine is bountiful, fertile, and rich. Tend to your own well and watch as the amount you have to give multiplies. If your inner well isn't full, you will find yourself craving things from the outside world to fill it. This is our body's instinctive way of reaching for the grounding and nurturing that we are not allowing ourselves. What nourishes you? What refuels your body? What is nectar for your soul? What brings you back to life? What is your secret medicine? What makes you feel abundant and fertile, overspilling with life? It may be gardening or arranging flowers, getting a massage, using luxurious essential oils, snuggling up on the couch, hiking, sipping a good coffee at your favorite cafe, attending a women's circle, reading. Did you say party, party, party? I'm sorry, I had to laugh because on the weekends we go and do a lot of things, but I still have to show up and do this, which is part of the agreement. But also our agreement on Friday is we get to party, party, party all weekend. So we have to go do some fun stuff here. Thank you, Spirit. And she's just reminding me that it's time to get my bunning gear. But yeah, that was pretty cute. Is it time to party, party, party soon? I love you, boo-boo. So, sorry. Reading about sacred sites, spontaneous bike rides, walking along the beach, or yin yoga. What nourishes you is your medicine. When you give yourself the medicine that you need to be nourished, you nourish all those around you, for there's more than enough to go around. Do something that deeply replenishes you today, and that's why I come on here. Sometimes it can be draining. It depends on the people that come in and out, but usually it's a really good and loving time and healing time for me because not only do I get to um, speak on what the things that I love and look forward to, I get to connect with God and my spirit team and really hear what they're trying to tell me. Thank you. Pardon me. Sometimes when I'm really tapped in, they like to come out, the other team like to come out and send out attacks, which I have to laugh sometimes because I'm only one person and I don't have a lot of people coming in, so I don't know what makes them so scared. Uh, but whatever it is what it is. It's not going to stop me. That's the funny part. But I have to blow my nose, so let's just pardon me for a moment. That's better. Say that's better. We can breathe. Alright. So, anyways, I have this one, and I'm going to do my Spirit Junkie one, because I love that one, and the Healing one, and then we'll go. And problem is I have so many, and I could really go through every single deck and be happy. Do you have anything on this one? Because I can just tell the story. I don't have to read them all. Just tell me how you want me to say it, or who needs what message, and I will do my very best to deliver it the way you want me to. One more. That's your mermaid? Okay, let's see what we got.
Is this a find in my bed, bro?
So we got show the world the real you. That's right. Don't hide. Don't dim yourself down. 11:01 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. You like your fan? Be yourself. When people start trying to force you into what they think you should be, and you allow that, you ruin your own ability to be yourself, and then you start to feel shame and all the resentments and all the things that you shouldn't have to feel because you're just being yourself. Not everybody's gonna like you, and that's okay. Like, we're not meant to be. You're gonna wreck that. Please don't do that. One, you know better. What do you need to release? So that's the waning moon, and to be able to show the real you, there's gonna be these projections and fears and all the things that try to stop you or keep you from doing that. And once you can pinpoint where they are, hello flowers, good afternoon. Once you can pinpoint what that is, it's obviously a lot easier to release. And in doing that, that's why you need to take those moments to have self-care and self-love, so you recognize who you are and how you are and all of the things you need to be to show. Which is why right now, thank you for that. That's so sweet. Just showing up and doing the little face mask and making my lotion and reading these cards is truly what guides me, and it makes me happy. I love myself more and more every day. I'm showing up for myself. I'm being accountable. And as I give the messages and Spirit confirms it, it just fills my heart knowing that somebody along the way has even gotten a small amount of message. And even a lot of times if they're not getting the message or not hearing it yet, every time they come in and they come through, even if it's just for a small moment, they get some of my love and some of the strength that are never-ending wells with me my whole life. And if you're unsure or think I'm exaggerating, go look at some of my past videos. It will tell you all of the things I've overcome in my life. Not all of them, not even half of them, but it will give you an idea of why I very, very 100% can clearly say that my well of strength, thank you, Spirit, is strength and unconditional love is never ending. It has been proven time and time again. And that's why I'm here. And when people collect little by little, even the small amounts, eventually it fills their cup. And that's what I'm here for. And I help you fill your cup so you get to a point of overflow, so that when you're spilling it over all the people in your vicinity, then you get to, thank you, Spirit, they get to experience what it's like to have a full cup. And when we all get to that point, we can truly lift lift the universe and treat ourselves better first, and then treat everyone else moving forward with more love, more compassion, more integrity, more giving. And it doesn't just mean financially or any of those things. It just means giving from a place where you're okay with giving and you're not depleting yourself. Thank you, Spirit. You're giving from a full cup, and the more we fill our cup, the easier it is to do that. And when it becomes easier, then it's not even a chore. It just becomes something you don't even think about. You're just doing it because that's who you are, because it's a part of your DNA. It's ingrained into all of the things that we do. But it doesn't get that easy until you practice. When you've gone with enough programming and being trained the opposite. Thank you, Spirit. Like, literally being programmed that you're not worthy, you don't deserve this, the only way is if you make this much money or do this or do that or whatever. And it's not true. We were born worthy. We were born well, even when we were conceived, we were worthy. So in those moments, we have to understand and accept that, and truly take advantage of that. And thank you, Spirit. And by showing up for ourselves, we teach ourselves what abundance truly is, and then we start aligning ourselves with it. And that's a really important thing to do. And when we do that, that's when they say prosperity lies ahead. And that would be new moon in Taurus. Because when we release all the negative things and we start creating better habits, there's nowhere else you can go but up. No matter how many people try to kick or drag you down. Thank you, Spirit. The amount of up you have to go is absolutely expansive, and it multiplies drastically the more we show up for ourselves. What, baby? You want some Fruit Loops?
Yeah.
Is that what you said? You already had breakfast. Is that not enough? Okay, those ones go in the garbage because you were putting juice or something in. Did you dump your juice in all these cups? Do you want me to murder your little butt? Okay, go dump that in the sink. Hold it. Yep, dump in the sink. You're sneaky deaky. You want to have a little bit of Fruit Loops in the cup? You already had eggs in it. Oh, it's okay, whatever. It's time. You can have a little snack if I don't make a mess. She brings out this like a cereal. Wait, this is for you.
Baby,
I'm eating a Fruit Loop too, thank you. Welcome back, Marlon. Sorry, my helper brought snacks and I had to have one. Good. Oh, they're not that good at all. Remember why I don't eat cereal. Alright, so we got some Spirit Junkie ones. These are my favorite because they're just simple affirmations and things to be grateful for, and just, oh yeah. And they're easy to say and read through, so they give me half the deck. Thank you, Spirit. Yes, there's a million things we can be grateful for. Welcome, Keisha. My power lies in my peaceful presence. And that's right. When we show up for ourselves and just being there in the moment is our ability to retrain our ability to just be present. I don't know why I ate that one either. Ugh. All is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come. I am safe. And that's by Louise Hay. And when we stay in the present, no matter what's going on around us, if we can stay in the present moment and just deal with the present as it is, the present is a gift, right? We are anxious and upset and depressed over things that happened in the past, over worry and anxiety, the future. But right here in this moment, wherever we are, whatever we're doing, if there's no crisis going on, we're safe and we're happy and we're good. And as long as we stay here in the present, and stop worrying about the past or the future, we stop manifesting the bad things that they're trying to do. And when they create that worry or fear, they create disease and they create sickness, and they definitely get us out of alignment from all the things we're trying to align to. So thank you, Spirit. So the best we can do, the best thing we can do for ourselves and for others is to truly be here, be in the here and now, and not worry about all the other things, because worrying just manifests more worry, and we don't want that. That's the last thing we want. So I release my need to be right. I am defenseless and at peace. That's right. Like what's going on in my situation now, going to court, doing all the things, trying to help myself. Doesn't matter if I'm right or wrong. I tried, and they decided that that it was not an excuse. That zero income in a month was not an excuse to pay a bill. Whatever. We weren't making excuses. It was just explaining the reason why. And 11:10 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. But in that, they decided they needed to be right so much so that it was acceptable to bully me and do all of the things, which is fine. But I could fight that and continue to try to prove that I'm right and that they're mistreating me and all those things. I could continue to do that to the end of time. I could, and I could just let that weigh on me, or I could let it go and leave and move on in my life and be peaceful and happy and enjoy my life and not allow them to break mine down. 11:11 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. And if that wasn't confirmation, now I know 100% sure what I'm doing. And I'm going to do it peacefully. And I understand that once I walk away and I release and I let go, it's not my problem. And it also allows me to stop using my light and my protection and my unconditional love to protect these people that are abusing me, by allowing them to learn the lessons. When I stop and help save them, I'm enabling them for their behaviors and not hurting them and not allowing them to learn their lessons and do better, right? Become better people. So God just told me, when you walk away and you leave things at peace, and you hold no hate or judgment in your heart, then you allow God to do their work. And that's where I'm at. And it took a lot to get there, and I had to heal through things. And that doesn't mean we have to all be perfectly healed. It just means that when we leave and when we move forward, we're moving forward towards bigger and better things, with happiness and excitement and joy, and with no hate or anger in our hearts. And when we do that, we don't carry resentments for people, places, or things. And truly, we figure out the ability to forgive and what actual unconditional love is. And once you can learn to give it, you can also learn to receive it. But the best way to do that is to teach yourself first, and that's by showing up, doing these things that I'm doing right now, right? So I accept the gifts I've been given as a high service to the world, and that's right, because every single thing that I do here is a gift that I was given from God and the universe, and they show up for me so strong because I show up for me. And even when I didn't know I was showing up for me, I was in small ways, and it was enough to keep them helping me, because the amount of things I've overcome is just unbelievable. And if there's ever you should think of some miracles in your life, or don't believe in miracles, go look at some of my old videos and go look at my stories and go look at me telling you about the things I've been through, and then come back and tell me that I'm not a miracle, right? So if more people really truly reflected on their lives and the things they overcame along the way and how they overcame them, then they would absolutely come to believe and understand exactly what miracles they are, and just how strongly God shows up in your life. Even when you don't think so, and even when you're not grateful, and even, they show up. He shows up because you have something that you're supposed to do. And when you're chosen to do something, God chose you, He chose you, and He's going to show up for you. And because even when you're not completely healed and you got all these triggers and traumas and all the things, your heart is still pure. Your heart is still trying and trying to figure out, I know there's a better way. I know there's a better way. Maybe I don't, thank you, Spirit. Maybe I don't know it yet. Maybe I don't understand how to get there. But I know there's a better way. And if I just keep searching and keep checking and learning and trying to be open to the knowledge and look back and start celebrating ourselves. And if I had done that so many years ago, I can't even imagine where I'd be today. But now, now that I know and I understand, no matter where I go from here, I show up and I do this. I could make $1 million a day and I wouldn't care. I would still show up and do this because creating these habits and showing up, I'm doing the things that I didn't know that we could do, that I wasn't allowed. I was told I was selfish. I was just a lower than, less than human being because someone decided that me loving myself was made me work harder and show up better, and then I wasn't doing that for them, and then I was harder to stomp on and mistreat and all of the things. And it's a shitty, this is not a pity me, this is just is what it is. And in learning that, once I learned that if I gave half that energy that I gave to them to myself, then I could boost the shit out of myself and really bring myself. And ever since I've learned that and started showing up for myself, the leaps and bounds and the things that I've been able to accomplish, the things that I've learned, the knowledge I've acquired, thank you, Spirit, the absolute deep connection with God, with the universe, with my angels, my spirit team, my ancestors, the generational curses I've broken through love, okay, not through sheer force or judgment or any of those other things. I did it with love, and when I walked away and I learned and I did better, I didn't wish harm, I didn't call judgment, I didn't return to sender, I didn't do any of those things because I don't want to perpetuate a cycle. Thank you, Spirit. When I walk away fully, I walk away clean. I wish the best, and I truly love from afar. I only want to see people win their best, do their best, like actually like show up for themselves and understand that they're worth it. And that's something that I've been struggling with. But now that I know showing up and doing this matters so much to me that I can't stop doing it. Thank you, Spirit. That 21 days at a time, if that's what it takes. Maybe 22, 23. We'll put a couple extra to make sure I don't miss a day or whatever. But it's about creating these habits and, then taking a few days off to really go inward for myself too and look where this habit could be better for me. Which new habit that I'm creating would be more beneficial for me and maybe help those along the way. Thank you, Spirit. So once I meditate and really confirm what it is that I think would be one of the things to do, a new habit to create, then I'll be coming back and doing that. Pardon me. I'll be doing that each time, no matter what. It's, new habits, good habits. It's always going to be a good thing because it all starts with self-love and self-care. And thank you, Spirit. If we don't care about ourselves, how can we claim to love God or the universe or a family or our friends or anybody if we don't love ourselves? And man, it took me a long time to learn that. And man, I tried to love everybody, and I did truly love everybody, and I still do. But I just, in loving them, sometimes tough love, right? I don't know how to say it properly, but sometimes there's tough love and accountability. And when you're loving somebody to the point where you're enabling their bad behavior over and over and over, then you're not loving them, right? So that's what I'm trying to say. Loving people unconditionally and truly doesn't mean that we have to allow them to mistreat us. Understanding that we have given them all the love we can give and stepping back and saying, I still wish you the best. I still keep you in my prayers and I love you unconditionally. But now I need to love myself and move on and do better things. Focus on myself so I can understand and heal from the things that you've done. When we do that, we're still giving love, right? We don't have to be there and allow them to keep kicking us down or beating us down or any of those things, mentally, physically. We don't have to stay there and allow it to happen to prove we love them. And that's sometimes I have trouble explaining that because I'm still processing and learning that because I'm 43 years old and I don't think I even learned or understood that until like 2 years ago. And when I had to walk away and let things go for people, it broke my heart because I thought that I was showing them and telling them that I didn't love them. It truly broke my heart, and it broke my heart more because I felt like a failure in all the things when I wasn't. And sometimes when we walk away out of people's lives, that's when they start to actually learn and listen. And if they don't, it's not our business, but we did what we were called to do, and that's why we have to leave it with love, truly. Sorry, I had to touch on that because I think God really wanted me to clarify what unconditional love was. One, to prove that I actually understood. And two, because somebody truly needed to understand that walking away is still a form of love. And first and foremost is love for yourself. You're protecting yourself. And you're leading by love too, because you're showing them how to change course and how to show up for themselves and why you stood up for yourself and why you walked away, and in doing that you're loving yourself and them, and you're showing them leadership and the ability to inspire somebody to make a difference or change their thought process. 11:21 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. Good afternoon, Devin. And I can expand time when inspired, and that's right. When it's something that you love to do or you enjoy doing, you absolutely. I have no idea what the vault is. Something's expiring. Anyways, this sidetracked me for a minute there. It popped up and I had no idea what it is. But when it's something that we love and we truly, truly love, we can. We make more time for it. Time is easier. It's like. I'm just going to give a weird example, but you know when you're at work and you're working 8 hours, where your break time is 15 minutes and it flies by in a breath, right? That kind of thing. You know, when it's something that you enjoy or you're relaxed, your peace time, it can go by very quickly. You're going to hurt yourself on the table. Dig it out of my armpit, weirdo. Weirdo. I communicate with ease and grace. People are willing to embrace what I have to say. And when you go from that point, and no, I'm not anywhere near perfect. I just kind of say what I say, and actually, God helps me a lot when trying to articulate the things that I'm trying to say. The really sad thing from so much abuse and trauma is there's actually a handicap or there's damage. So I'm good. How are you? So in trying to reframe the thought processes and the structures and create new neural waves, 11:22 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. In doing that, we create all of these things, quieting my mind sometimes and allowing myself to stay focused and on track can be very difficult. So when I connect with Spirit, they allow me to kind of release that, and they're saying what I feel truly, but they're also helping me articulate it in a way that is allowed, that allows me to explain it a little better, still myself, but enough that when I'm explaining it, I don't get sidetracked, or I stay more on course than I would. Self-love, self-care, and how to create that connection with Spirit and God and the universe and our angels and our ancestors, so that we can learn our highest best self, become our highest best self, and in turn love everybody else unconditionally. Can I get a good woman from you? I don't know what that means, but you can't get anything from me. You can go to God and find out from God. God will let you know. I don't give out good women, so I don't know what to tell you. I celebrate my progress. Awareness, not perfection, is the goal. Right. So being aware of the things that trigger us or make us struggle or become complicated, that's how we change our processes and allow ourselves to be open to new changes and new pathways. Welcome back, Marley. I'm ready to go big, rise up, and step into my power every single day. And every single day I show up and I do that, I'm ready. And all of these things are going to come to us one way, shape, or form, right? And not only am I ready for them, I'm grateful for them. What are you doing, Grace? Are you putting your cereal on the floor in lines? Oh, I'm going to have to murder this kid today. I'm pretty sure she's playing with the cereal all over the floor in the... lining them. Yep, she is. At least it's dry cereal. And she's making pictures against the wall, but on the floor. But yeah, cheers. You're gonna cheers me with your cereal? Mm-hmm. When I lead from a place of love, people respect me, except our children, who we have to murder half the time. That's a full thing of Cheerio, of Fruit Loops. You better go pick them up. Don't leave them on my floor, please. We have to clean, yes, but that doesn't mean you get to trash the place. That's your area to keep clean. Putting cereal on the floor is not keeping it clean. You're out of control. Out of control, kid. Welcome, Marcus. Welcome back. Creativity flows from me. I am a divine creator, and that's right. We are all co-creators in our own life, and as long as we're willing to go within and sit with the things that we need to sit with, so we're not triggered so easily, so we can heal those triggers, we can become more emotionally balanced and in tune with ourselves, and more grateful for all of the miracles that come our way every single day. We definitely align ourselves with bigger and better things. We are more grateful, more compassionate. We have the ability to love unconditionally from a place of overflow, not a place of depletion. There's just a million and one ways that just showing up for ourselves in these little moments, whether it's a face mask and pretending you're at a spa, putting on our lotions, creating our little wands and our jewelry and our earrings and painting my paint by numbers, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. The new painting that I'm going to just try and do, because it's been coming into my brain for a long time, so I really have to just put it onto paper and get creative. But it's doing that because God's telling me you have so much that you have to share with this world, and you have so much to show, and you have so much love to give, and once you recognize that, the ability to give it, thank you, Spirit, is so much easier, and you don't deplete yourself. You're not running on empty. You're giving from a place of overflow. So you're not resentful, and you're not feeling lack. You're always coming from a place of gratitude, a space of no matter what this world throws at me, I can overcome it because I have God at my side, and I have the universe bending and creating miracles for me every single day, weaving the web of magic that is just going to absolutely keep us in awe. Don't go near those stairs. No, thank you.
Surprise!
That's not a surprise. It's going to be a surprise if you fall down those stairs. Don't even think about it. Okay, sorry. I celebrate all the greatness in my life. And yes, even the little tug of wars with our children is greatness. It truly is. Because there will come a time when we absolutely miss that. Don't make a mess on my table. You already made your mess over there. Don't come messing up my area. This is my little section, remember? Your section's over there. Go mess your section up. Don't mess my section up. No more. Hey, you're lucky you're cute. My genuine desire to serve clears the path for me to step into my purpose. And that's right. So, I might not have a million and one things to give. I might not have big money. But even if I did have big money, it's not about giving just giving money financially, and I will never just think that that's the case. Are there situations where maybe people need financial in the immediate? Absolutely, help them if you can. Right, absolutely, I believe in that. But along with helping them, we're empowering them. We want to teach them. Thank you, Spirit. We want to teach them how to do it for themselves, how to create that abundance, how to be resourceful in the face of chaos, to sit quietly and find something to be grateful for. And I don't care if it's just the fact that you're still breathing and you have another chance every single day. And I've had to be on the floor, crumpled into a pile of broken body, broken soul, broken everything, thinking I'm never going to survive and I don't know how to do this and I don't know what to do. And I just, absolute, the utter realms of despair and nobody showing up for me. In fact, people like telling me, well, you're worthless, just go kill yourself. Like when I tell you the depths of depravity I have to endure with people, it's just brutal. And, I don't think anybody deserves that. I don't think anybody should ever have to get to that point in their life. Right? Thank you, Spirit. We're all stubborn to a certain point, and because of the abuse, and I was stubborn not because I didn't want to know. I was stubborn because I didn't know, and I was only programmed one certain way, and I had to give everything I had so people could stomp all over me and have what they wanted and make them look better. And then I was the crazy one. I was the messed up one. And that's a really, really hard thing to overcome. 11:30 o'clock. Thank you, Spirit. So, learning to show up for ourselves in even the small amount, however we can give in the moment. I don't have anything now, but I have my heart, and I have my love, and I have my unconditional love, and I have that is a well that is so deep that God, it's one of my gifts. And then about a week or two ago, I actually learned the other one of my gifts was my unending well of strength. And resourcefulness and resilience, that all falls into the strength, I believe. And I didn't know that was a thing. I actually didn't know that was a thing. And Spirit actually confirmed that for me on one of my other lives. And that was a little moment I had to struggle with. I'm so grateful and proud. But when I come in and when people pop in and out, whether it's for a minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes, whatever little message they get, I'm planting the seeds. But when they come in and they leave, they're taking a little bit of my love. They're taking a little bit of my strength. And I'm giving it freely, always. And I'm giving from a point of overflow because now I understand how to fill my cup and how to spend that time with myself and how to, am I perfect? Hell no. Am I, hoping to get there? No. I used to strive for perfection, but that was another thing that people would use against me to beat me down. So, I learned that none of that matters. I learned that showing up just as you are and who you are is what we got. And when you do that, no matter whether they love you, hate you, hi, Em, how are you? When you show up like that authentically for yourself, first you got to learn who you are authentically, right? I don't know what chicken zesty is. But, I like food, so I'm sure I would. Guidance is available to me now. I know that angels, ancestors, and spirit guides are always at hand. I do not walk alone. And that's it. When you start going inward and showing up for yourself, you really can start to see who and what shows up for you. And even if you have not one person on the planet willing to show up for you, and I've had to be there too. God shows up for you in more ways than you could ever know. And it's something to be excited about. What are you doing, Grace? You gotta find a new outfit if you want to go see Santa. You can't stay in your pajamas, so. Well, first get clothes, find an outfit, and then you can get changed, yes. It's 11:33 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. What? And not till you to get some clothes. I just had to giggle because transformation times 10, eh? I like that. So yeah, I was just always a couple of these people that I watch all the time, and they're like, when it falls on the floor, it's times 10. Transformation times 10 is truly a lot, and when you do it leaps and bounds, confirmation, thanks for it. When you do it leaps and bounds, it's pretty wild. So I got a few of these. I'm gonna read these because these are the Healing Energy Oracle, and really, they're just good messages, and they're good ways to look at things in different perspectives, and just a way to sit with yourself and open your heart. And there's nothing wrong with that. Good afternoon, Zelia. So goodness, I overcome my imperfections, polish my character, and feed on the positive. Thus I free myself, allow myself to manifest and become a source of joy. Through gentleness, I offer unconditional support, understanding, and love to myself and others. Welcome, Flavor Creator. What are you doing? Did you find an outfit yet? Go look in your drawer right there. You have to find an outfit. And then me. I allow serenity to reign in me. I love the love I... Well, pick a one. Don't pull them all out.
This one.
Okay, well, pick one. What about your pants? You need pants, underwear, socks, all the good stuff. The love I have for myself invites harmony to settle within my being. I listen to honor and strive to fulfill the needs of my soul. Oh, my Lord. What are you doing? You okay, get your other rest of your clothes on. Well, okay, figure out the shirt first. I don't know what you got going on there. Yeah, but you got it all messed up. Okay, inner work. God brings me ideal situations for my inner healing. As I become aware of my weaknesses, I turn them into strengths. I direct my thoughts towards the light and see the positive side of every stage of my life. Darkness turns into courage, thus I get stronger. Do you got it figured out? Do you need my help?
Yeah.
Come here. So, like, you know why? It's because this sleeve, you got it inside out somehow. I don't know how.
Where does my head go in?
Your head goes in the hole for your head. Right here. Look. You're so silly.
Right here?
Yeah, okay. Put the rest on. And then you got to find pants, underwear, and socks, okay? Sorry. And then we have faithfulness. Faithfulness. I commit to my mind, heart, and will. I am devoted to the needs of my soul. I trust in myself, in God, and the universe. Amen. Transformation. I am constantly... My child's trying to give you a heart attack today. I am constantly evolving. I improve inwardly by working on my weaknesses and refining my strengths. Life ensures I'm presented with situations that will help me learn and grow. I am aware of my progress and open my wings to the light. Hey, careful. If you knock that off, you're going to hurt yourself. It's beautiful. It's good. Just don't touch that and worry about your clothes.
That's my lamp?
It is your lamp, yes. Okay. I believe in myself, the beauty of life, and the goodness of God. Thus, I have the power to fulfill my dreams. Ooh, that was rough. Sorry. The will of the Almighty supports me. My life is showered in divine light, and my heart opens to the power of the universe. Welcome, Firmbiz. You got it figured out, Grace? Positive action. I focus on the beauty in me, and I find silence. I live and honor the present by doing what I can do now. What I cannot change, I let go, and I give it to God. Amen.
This underwear.
Well, okay, so pick one. You can only wear one underwear.
This one.
Okay, now you need a pair of socks. You can't just have one sock. I don't know where the other... the other one's on the floor. You just left it over there. I'm attentive to all that manifests within me. When negativity rises within me, I transform it into light, love, and hope. My love for others is unconditional. I forgive. My desire to improve is constant. I am firm, brave, and hardworking. Hi, Jennifer. Okay, get ready. You can wear those kitty socks if you want. I know you really like them. It's fine. Yeah, but you gotta find a pair of pants to go with your shirt. Peace. I am unwavering in the face of fear. I come to my senses and embrace challenge. I am determined to think with gentleness and calm. I find inner silence and become a manifestation of peace. What you got going on there, Miss Grace? You're trying to get your pants off? Okay, well, did you find a new pair of pants to put on? Oh, okay, that's wonderful, but that's not what I asked you. Where's your pants? You can't go in your underwear. It's going to be cold. No, you need longer pants than that. Those are for summer, baby.
Why are they not long?
Why are they not long? Because you keep growing. Those ones are for summer. That's why. Barbara, welcome. I'm going to do a couple of these ones. These I like because there's always a couple of verses in here. Well, when I don't throw them on the floor. Spirit, we don't got to be so forceful. I get it. I'm being patient. You're being patient. Or are you telling me to hurry up? Give peace a chance. Oh. Somebody must have came in that needed this one, so. That's not gonna, they're too big, so they'll fall down. Can we find a pair, of all the ones, you gotta pick the ones that are too small or too big. Find a medium size, one that fits just you. She tried to put on my pants yesterday, so that was fun. And wear them to school. I was like, what? She's a character. Okay, so give peace a chance. I am leaving you with a gift, peace of mind and heart, and the peace I give is a gift the world cannot give. And that's John 14:27. No, what?
Yeah.
Oh, those blue pants look warm, but they're fuzzy. What else you got in there? You got a lot. Helping others is helping yourself. Thank you. For the whole law can be summed up in this one command. Love your neighbor as yourself. Amen. 11:41 on the clock, too. Thank you, Spirit. Galatians 5:14. Those are short, too. Okay, there's them black jeans. They'll go all the way to your ankles, and you won't be cold. Put your socks back on, too. All right, that sounds good. Cooperation and partnership bring great rewards. You don't gotta yell at me. I'm right beside you.
I do get
That's wonderful, but don't yell in my ear. That's not nice, okay? Okay, I'm not talking to you right now. I'm trying to finish this. Let me finish my task. I'm almost done. Two people are better off than one, for they can help each other succeed. Ecclesiastes 4:9. So if you go look, I always say look up these verses, but then also, read a little before, a little after them, and kind of get a good understanding of what they mean. And usually there's something that will help you in your story, in your journey, or just with some understanding towards yourself and others. So I like to just send them out there, and God likes to do it too, because it piques people's interest, if nothing else. Start asking questions. You're hungry? You are not. You can't be. Okay, so God will lead the way. They were convinced by the power of miraculous signs and wonders and by the power of God's Spirit. Just wait. Wait. Romans 15:19. You have to wait. Did you put your socks back on?
No.
Where? Is that clean underwear?
Yeah.
They're not clean. Get a new pair. You picked out a new pair. Why aren't you putting them on?
Oh, that was.
Get ready, kid. Careful, you're going to fall on your head. Yeah, I had to. I got one last one. No, we're not doing that. One last one, and then we got to go. My little feisty child is. No, we're not going to school. It's the weekend. Don't you remember? We're supposed to go see Santa, remember? Okay, well, yep, clean underwear. There you go. That's the right way, too. All right, give me a couple that I can read. Does it say grace? I don't think so. It says love, baby. Hi, Liz. How are you? Okay, I don't want to do a whole bunch because I said I don't want to do a whole bunch. Well, these are quick, so we're going to be quick. I tether only to that which serves my highest good, helps me to step into my most abundant timeline, and multiplies the love that I am to receive, and so it is. That's an affirmation that can help just about anybody. Hi, Mackenzie. Welcome. Repeat to yourself quietly and often. wealth. Literally just the word wealth. Wealth, wealth, wealth. You're just manifesting it. You're speaking it into existence. And then you can align yourself with it. That's what we're doing when we show up here. 11:44 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. Avoiding their emotions. Don't want to heal. Thinks he's broken. Somebody... I already know who came in for that. So I'm just going to leave that. It's just there. It is what it is. Thank you, Spirit. We're going to just say thank you because for the understanding. Scorpio, October 14th to November 21st. And we have Libra, September 23rd to October 23rd. These are some messages, keywords, things that you can take ahead moving on. Moving forward. I don't know where I put the other one. I moved it. Of course I did. I'll figure it out after. Angel number 646, and that's the energies of number 6 and 4 amplified. Balance, harmony, and stability, maintaining a stronger connection with our higher selves and the divine. Prioritize spiritual growth and strive for inner peace and fulfillment. Profound message of interconnectedness of all things. We are not isolated beings. We are integral parts of a vast cosmic web. Each action we take, each thought, ripples through the universe, influencing the collective consciousness. Nurture or physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, nurture our physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being. True harmony arises from the integration of these aspects. By tending to our holistic health, we can better align ourselves with the divine flow and experience a sense of wholeness. The biblical meaning is love, compassion, and service to others. Reflection on relationships. Extend love and kindness to others. Cultivate a heart-centered approach to life. Empathy and understanding. Relationships, sacred bond, trust, communication, and mutual respect. Commitment to building a strong and lasting partnership. Prioritize the emotional well-being of your partner. Unconditional love. Giving selflessly, not expecting something in return. Okay, get your pants on. Right there. You're getting there. Did you put them on over your underwear? Get your other underwear off. What are you doing, silly? Well, you can't. Yeah, so take the other pair off. No, you didn't. Take them both off. What are you doing? She's being silly. Agreement, compromise, meeting halfway. You don't need to have 2 pairs of underwear, you silly. You can wear the cat socks if you want, but take off both pairs of underwear and put on one clean pair, thank you. Oh, Lord. I know, she's driving me crazy. Yeah, dissociation, illusion, King of Cups, working through something emotionally. It's divinely guiding. What was disappointing? My emotions are telling me a story. Getting something I want. People think I'm greedy, and question mark, conflict. So if these are things you're questioning yourself with, and no, they're not just you. These are people that come sometimes and watch the videos after. But these are messages or questions that are helpful. And when Spirit sends them out, there's a meaning for them, which is why I read them all. Twin flame returning. They never let go. Ugh. I'm a little worried about that. Spiritual awakening. Clarity about change. Genuine love. Evidence of wanting to change. And then fire and air. So there has to be evidence of them wanting to change, or you don't even bother. Then we have a Cancer, June 22nd to July 22nd. A Gemini, May 21st to June 21st. We have divine timing. I am wealth, success, happiness, gratitude, and love. We have self. I am affirmations for the chakras. That helps align us, right? Align our chakras and keep us in a better mindset and positive and looking forward. Are you going to take off one of those pairs of underwear? You want to wear 2 pairs of underwear? Okay. Well, then take one off. Okay, well, you have to take both off and then put the one on you want. You're so silly. And then, of course, when we start our healing journey, it doesn't matter what starts us as long as we start. And the only way we start our healing journey is when we start looking inward and looking at self. Take them both off. Oh, my Lord, this child. And, of course, do what you love. Doesn't matter what it is. Once you start doing the things you love, you'll find that there's so many more things that you love, and then it opens up into opportunities that you can't even begin to imagine. In what ways do I have a dull sense of life, right? And that's when you start asking the questions. It's a good thing to journal on too. Things where your life's getting stagnant, where you're not seeing movement, things aren't happening and going well. When we start questioning on those things, it's about inquiring. Thank you, Spirit. You gotta let me spit it out first, but it's about questioning, and not out of hate or anger or ways to even point accountability. None of those things. It's just about being inquisitive. And when we start asking questions, we start learning things. And when we start learning things, we're learning about ourselves. We're learning about other people. We're other communities, organizations, histories. There's so many things to learn. But it all starts with asking the question, right? And when we start getting inquisitive, thank you, Spirit. When we start getting inquisitive, we start getting answers. And when we start getting answers, we start going places and doing better and having the ability to do better. Okay, go put your other ones on. You got this place trashed in like a half hour, kid. You're out of control. Absolutely, she's out of control. And then we got oh my God, English Tiffany. Mercury represents communication. Apparently, I cannot communicate today, so I'm doing my best. And then we got Venus represents values. So we have values and communication, or somebody will be in communication about their values. And of course, we have the sun, which represents their identity. Someone's going to very, very much try to communicate and show you what they value most and who they are as a person. And as long as they're doing it with in an integral way, then as you might meet a new friend today, somebody that you can get along with and understand and allow in your life, and that's wonderful for anybody. 11:51 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. And then we have the moon represents emotions, nurture, and safety. So we always want to make sure that we're understanding ourselves and looking to ourselves so we can nurture ourselves, because we are our safety. God, thank you, Spirit. God is our safety. Our universe is our safety. We don't get those things, and we can't better those things and open that line of communication for better safety if we don't start going inward. Just kidding. Where are you, friends? You don't want to be my friend? You want to just show up and be my friend today, but never before? I think that's a little too late for that, but whatever. It's a new day every day. 2:52 on my TV clock. So, again, that's balance and big changes. So, that's pretty exciting. Oh, my phone's ringing again. Another spam call. I love when they come at me. More and more of them. It's fun. But we just ignore it because we can't waste our energy. Are you going to put your pants on? We got to go see Santa. Thank you, God, for making my story a fabulous journey of healing and love and surprises. Thank you, Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for showing me I deserve all of the good things coming to me. Thank you for allowing me to forever overflow with your love so I can truly share that love. Yeah, always thank God. Thank God, thank your spirit team, thank the universe. Thank your angels who show up for you in so many ways you can't even begin to imagine. And they're appointed by God, right? Your spirit team, your ancestors. It doesn't matter where they come from or what they do or what their job was in their life or their past. What matters is when they show up, they're showing up for you. And if they're showing up for you, it's because you're showing up for you. And as you get a clearer communication and a clearer understanding, you have an easier ability to understand that things aren't just bad and good. And thank you, Spirit. They just are, and they're experiences, and we learn from them. And what we learn from them, in turn, shows us how we can look forward in non-judgment and unconditional love and all of the things that all of us should be doing. And again, it starts with getting curious. So turn into the parts of you that was molded by society, who was she then, right? Look at who you were back then. Start listing some of the things that maybe weren't that great, or that just how you thought, right? Like, it's not even that great or good or bad. It's just, how you thought and how you process things, and all that. And if you list some of those, and then start listing, now mold yourself into your beliefs, right? So now you start the things that you actually believe, and once you take away all the programming, thank you, Spirit, you start writing down what you think you want to be, and that will change. So this is not the be all end all, but it's about finding the better things. That clothes not going to keep you warm, and your shoes are on the wrong feet. And once you open to that, that's when you start seeing the signs and synchronicities, and things start really changing. Then we have the 8th house, and that's transformation. Traditionally called the house of sex, death, and transformation, it's associated with deep psychological experiences and hidden passions. Natal planets, which is people that are born, have these planets in the natal chart, find themselves attracted to supernatural or esoteric subjects and drawn to passionate relationships, and will likely reinvent themselves many times throughout their lives. Additionally, it has to do with other people's money. Natal planets may unearth unexpected assets throughout their life, both by the way of their own inheritances and unearthing others' hidden treasures. Transiting planets often signal a powerful emotional phase that prompts us to reimagine what needs our wants, needs, and expectations. Sorry, that one was a hard one to get out. You're not that one either. You need your winter jacket. You're going to freeze your butt off. And then we have angel number 919. Thank you, Spirit. No, angel number... Oh, she get mad. We're almost done. She's so funny. Signifies the end of one phase and the beginning of another. Embrace change and growth. The end of a difficult period and the beginning of a phase filled with positivity and growth. You have the wisdom and strength to move forward and embrace the changes that lie ahead. Trust in the divine plan and have faith in the universe's guidance. If you're single, it's a sign love is on its way. The universe is allowing circumstances to bring someone special into your life. What are you doing? You can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself first. Nurture and strengthen your bond. Express your needs and desires openly. If there are areas that need improvement, have an honest conversation with your partner and work together to find solutions. This requires effort from both parties. And then if you're in a twin flame journey, I feel sorry for you, sorry. But if you are, reunion is near. Stay open to new connections and be willing to explore different avenues. Focus on self-discovery and healing. Take bold steps towards your professional goals. Every ending is a new beginning. You can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of your mental health first. Balance, harmony, and self-care. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it, because that just is what it is, and that's what matters. And I'm going to do this one last card because in doing this, Spirit really kind of wants me to get in the habit of doing this, because when people don't know how to call back their energy and cut those cords, that's when they end up being drained all day. What? Your hair is stuck? On what? On what? Hold on, give me one sec. My kid's hair is stuck on something. What are you stuck on? On the jacket? What? You are out of control. What is it? Oh, there's a hook there. Hey, get your winter jacket. You're so silly. Her wild ass hair actually got caught on the pant leg.
Okay.
There's a hook that goes under your boot. That's so funny. No, not that jacket. You need the big winter jacket. I still have to get changed, and we had to brush your hair. So you got a minute. I got 2 more minutes. I'm reading this card, and then I'm getting out of here. I promise. I know, we're almost there. Okay, so the reason I do this one, I'm doing this one at the end. Don't yell at me. That's not it. That one's not going to keep you warm enough. That's what I'm telling you. You grew too big. You got too big for it.
No.
You did so. And we can take it with us and maybe donate it on the way. Okay? So this one is one where...
No, too big.
Sorry, my child is out of control. We're doing soul retrieval, calling back your power, and cutting your cords. No, if you're going to start yelling at me, we will not go.
Too small.
Hey. One. Don't goo goo gaga. You know that's not going to work. Oh, Mackenzie, did you find out what time that dinner or lunch or whatever it was? She wants to see Santa, and I'm pretty sure it was 12 or 1. I can't find the information. It's because I'm looking for it. But anyway, so what we want to do is for our own protection and everybody else's protection. We're doing it for those that don't even understand they're being drained. Can you look it up or see if you can find out the information? Paul? Okay, stop, Grace. Listen, I have this one last thing to do, and you're going to do that, and you're going to ruin your chance to see Santa. Do you want to do that? Do you want to do that? Well, then stop. Whoa, no. You're not behaving nicely. I'm going to get mad. What happens if I get mad? You get to get mad and I don't get to get mad? No. You can wait for 2 minutes or we don't go. Period. I don't. Okay, whatever. I'll do it. I'll figure it out. Or we'll just go. Miss Grace, you're pushing your little luck and you've made an absolute mess instead of cleaning your mess. So, do you want me to sit here until you clean your mess and say don't go? Or do you want to keep being an attitude and reminding me of all the mess that you made and haven't made one attempt to pick up? How do you want this day to go? Come on, then. Stop with the shitty attitude. Thank you.
No.
1. Okay, then you can go sit in the corner and think about it. And think about why I'm talking to you. And then we don't go at all. You have 3 options, dude. Do you want it to be a nasty option or do you want it to be a good day? So then stop with the shitty attitude. Go pick up the clothes that you pulled all the way out of your dresser and put them back in so that we can get ready. And then I'll be done this and then we can get ready to go. Do you understand? Okay, but no more shitty attitude. I'm not okay with that. Okay, I call back any lost soul fragments, power, or light now. Any vows, soul contracts, hexes, or programs from the past or present or from this life or others that are not in the highest good of all. I relinquish them now. Any power or light I have willingly or unwillingly given away or had taken from me, I call back now. Any cords or attachments from this life or others, I release now for the highest good of all. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. And when we do this and we clear our energy and we speak it into existence, we're also cutting those cords. So 1, we're not pulling on other people's energy. 2, we're not allowing them to do it. And some people don't even know they're doing it. So when we do that, we're really truly helping everybody and not pulling from their energies and taking from them and depleting them when they're not, maybe don't even have the ability to fill their own cup yet or understand that they're being depleted. So clearing that energy is just really good spiritual hygiene for everyone they encounter. And I gotta get off here and I gotta look because I'm pretty sure it's at 1 o'clock. It might be at 12 o'clock. I hope not. I'm pretty sure it's at 1. So I'm gonna go and get this all done so my kid can see Santa because, oh Lord, I do not want to be the parent that didn't take her kid to see Santa. She will be so mad at me. I just saw a little orb. Okay, Spirit, thank you for being here with me, and thanks for visiting, guys, and I'll be back tomorrow. Today was day 17. Tomorrow will be day 18, so when I do my little video tomorrow, hopefully I have the number correct. Welcome, Vincent. I'm just about to head out. I gotta take my kid to see Santa, so, everybody have a good day, and I will see you in the morning, and maybe I'll come back this afternoon and for a collective and see if anyone wants any readings. We'll see how this day goes, but if we don't go see Santa, I'm not going to be alive to see the next day because my child will kill me, so I need to go and get her happy. Look at you cleaning your mess. I'm so proud of you. Okay, everybody have a good day, and if I come back later, I will let you know. You do.